Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Diz Unplugged, coming to you not live from the Bob Varley studio in Orlando, Florida. I am your host today, Craig Williams, filling in for Pete, who is getting ready for the Disney Wish christening cruise. He is currently finding out if he will be cleared to sail. Very exciting. Hopefully, we'll have an update for you later on in this show. If you see an angry Pete on social media later, you'll probably know how it went. But I think it's going to be okay. But you know what? I'm not just here alone on this wild ride, episode 1081, I believe, of the Diz Unplugged for the week of, I don't even remember anymore. June 20. It's June 20. We say June 28th. I've never understood that about this show, is that it's always for the week of whatever the Tuesday is. And some people start their weeks on Sundays. Other people start on Mondays. Apparently, we start on Tuesdays. We're going to break all that down for you later, plus so much more.
I was born on a Tuesday.
This week's episode of the Diz Unplugged.
Is that a Denny Sunderly
That was
reference?
a Denny joke. And speaking of that, joining us today, we have Denny Sunderly.
Hi there.
We have John Sakari, a.k.a. Panda.
Hey, everyone.
We have Erica Resnick.
Hi, friends.
And back on the controls, we have the one and only Rhino.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for being here today. We're going to have a lot of fun. Again, I apologize that it's not live for those of you who do like to tune in live, but hopefully you'll still get a little bit of information, a little bit of laughs, and a little bit of heartwarming moments throughout this week's show. And this week's show is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. If you like our content and you want to support us, please consider booking a vacation through Dreams Unlimited Travel. It costs you no extra money and you get the support of an awesome Dreams Unlimited Travel agent. So head over to dreamsunlimitedtravel.com today for a free, no obligation quote. And also, I want to mention our Patreon, patreon.com/DizUnplugged. You can start off at the bottom tier, which I believe is $3, and you can receive our Patreon after show. And that is for all tiers. And, you know, that's usually what we record live right after our Tuesday podcast. And it's full of hijinks, shenanigans, and the such. So you can get that on Patreon at the $5 level. You have exclusive audio shows from Rhino and myself, and sometimes other people. Who knows? $10 and up, you get behind-the-scenes videos that people don't ever get to see. You get Pete's solo show, which just reminds me that he sent me one on Sunday night that I still haven't released yet. So I see Rhino's face back there. I'm going to get on that in the moment. Not this moment, because we're doing this show, but very, very soon. And, you know, you can obviously give more than that, but that's kind of the main levels and what you'll receive from them. So if you want to join us for some extra content because you don't have enough stuff to watch to waste your time, patreon.com/DizUnplugged. Do we have any other things on that level to mention right now?
Magic Candle Company right now, buy two, get one free using the discount code DisneyInfo. So DisneyInfo at magiccandlecompany.com. Pretty good deal. And it's actually free shipping over $75. So pretty cool.
Very neat. Very neat. Okay, we are going to dive right into the news then, and we have a lot. This is going to be very similar to our news housekeeping rapid fire, but the reason we're not live is we don't have internet in the studio, so I might have to do a little bit more reading than I was planning on doing. Denny's tethering from her phone, so maybe I'll rely on her. Erica has a computer out, so she's got to be doing something.
I took notes on the news articles.
Good job, Erica. Thank you. Gold star.
Someone came here prepared to actually do their job, which is very rare for us because usually that's the one thing we don't ever do. But okay, we're going to jump into the first news story, and that's that details were finally released for the return of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. It's coming back to Walt Disney World this holiday season 2022, specifically 24 select nights from November 8th through December 22nd. And of course, this is a separate ticket event, a hard ticket event, as we would sometimes call it. So yeah, can't get in with your day admission to Magic Kingdom. You need that extra ticket. And once you get in, you'll be in Magic Kingdom for extra holiday magic after hours. And there's a lot going on. Tickets, pretty insane on the base pricing, and that's for Disney. It's insane. The ticket prices ranging from $149 to $199 per person, and the ceiling is not a lot, but now our base level for the parties is $150 moving in for actual Very Merry Christmas Party, not after hours.
What was it for the after hours one last year? There was one that went over 200, wasn't there?
I thought it maxed at 200. Was it over 200?
I thought it maxed at 200 too, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Erica, you don't happen to have that in your notes?
I know last year I paid 150 something for my ticket for after hours.
Yeah.
But I do think it maxed out at 200.
Then the answer
Pretty
is no, she doesn't.
She doesn't, but that's okay.
But it was really good.
That's okay. I sprung that question, so I accept not having an answer. But I mean, it's insane. Like with after hours, we obviously knew it's a different style of event, more focused on getting on attractions and then also having the little bit of holiday entertainment that was a part of it. But this is classic Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party returning in the fullest sense. So that would include, of course, Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration. That is the new castle stage show, not the old previous ones. It is, Mickey and all the gang at Cinderella Castle dancing around in their holiday best. And yeah, that was it was a nice little best of show of all the different shows they featured on the castle stage. So that's going to be happening nightly.
I have the pricing. So I just want to say I was correct. It was over
right?
it was $229.
Wow.
Plus tax for select November through December nights, and $249 plus tax on December 19th and the 21st. So thank you.
Oh my gosh,
correct.
I completely forgot that. Oh man. Now, can you go back to 2019 to see what the pricing was for the last time Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party happened?
Wasn't it
That was like a half party.
No.
2019.
He's talking
2019
about
full party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Full
I
blown
went,
party.
and I think it was like in the 80s.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I feel like 112.
But I go
Guys,
back in
you know
November.
what? We'll solve this. Me looking it up, because you couldn't be trusted to agree with me that it was over 200 last year. So I don't want to hear any hypotheses or any of that garbage. Why don't we just let me look it up?
I think we should do that. And in the meantime, I'll continue talking about what you get with your party ticket for this year's party. You also have Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time fireworks show, which, of course, I am not a huge fan of, but that's okay. It is still a special fireworks show that you have during the party, only at the party. You also will have Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade, and you get that earworm stuck in your head. Once upon a Christmas time at Christmas, we need a little Christmas here.
And can I just say to Disney, please don't give me 6 wooden soldiers. I need like the 40 back, because that's the highlight of that parade, please.
Oh, and all the reindeer.
Yeah,
That's it. If there are no sassy reindeer, there's no rhino.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. I want to see the parade back in its glory.
Yes.
It was nice to still have it for after hours.
Oh, we were thankful for whatever we got.
Exactly.
And I'll gladly play the 149. Just give me my wooden soldiers.
Right.
I'll pay 200 if you give me all of them.
Yeah. If not, we need to find someone who's willing to put boxes on their feet and just stomp
I'll do
around
it.
for you.
I'll do it.
So, I mean, the soundtrack is out there, so we'll just play it and stomp around for you, and it'll be a grand
I
old
will
time.
do like...
I'm too short to be one of those soldiers.
Yes.
I don't care.
They're pretty
I'll take
tall.
them all. I'll take it all.
Okay.
There you go.
Fantastic. Well, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade will be returning.
I've got the 202019 pricing, Craig.
Thank
Sorry to cut you off here.
Thank you.
And once again, you guys, come on. Here I am again, sitting here right in my chair. Party tickets in 2019 ranged from $99 to $139 plus tax. Thank you, Jackie Gailey, from 3 years ago.
Yeah. So
Very good. Very
quite quite the jump up in pricing, but hopefully it is completely worth it. We'll have to wait and see. Complimentary cookies and hot cocoa will return as well too. Hopefully it's better.
It's not the one cookie, because remember we got so close to we had the multiple cookies. Remember we had snowman pretzel, we had the eggnog, the cider, the chocolate. But this last party, wasn't it only hot chocolate and the one cookie?
The one cookie, yes.
Yeah, and no eggnog to be found anywhere. Come on, TG Lee. Even though you're not my favorite eggnog, I want that nog, baby.
It's not a good nog. It's not a good nog, but in the right setting, it's it's a passable nog. Also at the party, you can experience exclusive things like Space Mountain with the lights flashing on inside there. Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor does its special holiday overlay as well. Mad Tea Party adds some extra lighting. At Tomorrowland Speedway, they're going to have all the lights set back up again as you're driving throughout. That was very cool. That was one of my favorite things about the 2019 party, is when they added that in. It hit the spot in the best way possible. And then of course Jingle Cruise, but you can do that all throughout the day on non-party days, so it's not exclusive. Do not stand in line all night for the Jingle Cruise. Go on a different day. Don't disappoint yourself there. But also there will be a totally Tomorrowland Christmas on the Rocket Tower Plaza stage with
the Janet Jackson Zerg dancers. That's always my favorite.
Rhythm Nation.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
It's usually the show that I send Rhino.
Yep. Always. I see it every year, thanks to Craig. Every single year.
That.
You know what? I like to get my spots, stay in them, and I like to do my thing. I don't like bouncing around. So yeah, Rhino's always happy enough to go over there for me for it. They will have the Disney Junior Jungle.
Yeah, really?
I read it 4 times
again.
and I'm like, don't say Disney Junior Jungle.
Disney Junior Jungle.
I said it right away. The Disney Junior Jingle Jam with Disney Junior characters. And that's over back in Storybook Circus during the party. And then in honor of the 50th anniversary celebration, attendees will discover 3 photo opportunities that Jackie promises to be jolly. So I don't know why she's putting a bet on them being jolly, but she is. And guests will also receive a special 50th anniversary commemorative keepsake themed for the holidays. So that's why the prices are so much higher.
It's a keepsake.
It's a keepsake.
Do we want to take bets on what it is? It's probably an ornament.
A photo frame? A paper photo frame.
Yeah, something.
I was thinking a paper ornament.
Wait. Actually, didn't one of the after hours one time offer a gift, but it was, remember we went the first night, but it was only the first night, it wasn't available to anybody, and they were like, you can come back and get it later. You guys don't remember that?
It seems familiar.
I don't know if it was a Christmas party or if it was a Halloween party. I thought it was the year that you and Kylie had the pass that let you go multiple times or something.
That
was
Halloween
2019.
then.
Oh,
yeah.
That was Halloween. Yeah. Then I feel like because one year there was something, and I was like, kind of like, well, that sucks for everybody who was day one people because you can't get the gift, but everybody who goes the later ones got it, and the tickets were more expensive for the first day too. And I was like, okay, that might have been Halloween. It might have been.
Yeah, it might have been.
I'll get. You know what? Research. I'll get back to you.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, that's good because in terms of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, we only have a little left to say. And that includes that, of course, tickets are limited, but they will be available for purchase beginning July 7th, 2022 for everyone. But if you're booked in a Walt Disney World Resort hotel room, you can purchase your tickets for as early as June 30th, 2022. So... very exciting. I'm sure we will be there. I have to believe we'll be there. So, listen, I would have said that.
Wait, when did you say the first day was? I'm sorry.
November 8th.
Okay.
So, I should be there. Yeah. Everyone should be there.
Go.
Listen, we said the same thing about the Halloween party, and Pete sent a nice email like, I bought you all tickets for the Halloween party, and I'm pretty sure the only people who are going to be in town for it are Erica and Corey Martin. So we'll just have to wait and see at this point. But
you two will have a wonderful time.
It'll be great.
Yeah, it could be good. Hey, we'll have to see. Maybe I'll go too. So I'm good at getting out of stuff sometimes. But okay. It's not just holiday magic at Walt Disney World at Magic Kingdom. It's also throughout Walt Disney World.
I was wondering where you were going there with that.
I promise I am prepared for this today. This is what happens when you're trying to figure out why the Wi-Fi isn't working for like an hour and a half before the show. But yes, it's not just holiday magic at Magic Kingdom. It's all throughout Walt Disney World. And that includes the different parks as well. You know, over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, the Hollywood Tower Hotel, also known as Tower of Terror, will be lighting up again for the holidays. It has to every year at this point. It's simple. It's charming. It's just what needs to happen.
I agree.
Doesn't need to be anything more than that. You know, I would like to see the return of Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam.
Yes.
But I don't know if that will ever happen again. And let's obviously mention a big one, you know, the Epcot International Festival of Holidays returning on November 25th in all of its glory with the Candlelight Processional, and I'm sure plenty of food located all throughout the World Showcase and the normal entertainment. I mean, basically, it was already back last year, so it's like, it's not as exciting as the return of Very Merry, but it's nice to... It feels more like Walt Disney World holiday entertainment is all coming back, and it feels all as one this time around.
Yes.
So lots of people love the Candlelight Processional, love Epcot for the holidays.
Yep. Holiday cookie stroll. We've got the holiday storytellers, and we've got Candlelight Processional.
Yeah. But
God bless us, everyone.
Guardians.
that's what I was going to say. But the big thing
Oh, yeah.
at Epcot...
Cannot wait.
I think when we were talking about it as a group, potentially, we mentioned Halloween because obviously at Disneyland for their Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, they have a Halloween overlay called Monsters After Dark. And so I think I probably was an offline conversation where like, it would be great if they would do the same thing for the holidays out here with Cosmic Rewind. And you know what? Nothing about Halloween right now, as far as we know. But we are going to have a Christmas overlay.
Santa After Dark.
Santa After Dark. It'll be really intense. But yes, I think, you know, obviously Christmas music is my favorite music. I listen to it year round all the time. It makes me genuinely happy. I think they're going to have to pry me off of this attraction.
Craig, but do you know what Christmas songs it will probably be, and what one of my dream songs is going to be on there?
Run Rudolph. It's gotta be
if it's 80s, if it's going to be like an 80s, 70s or 80s,
It's probably going to be
Last Christmas by Wham is
Christmas.
definitely
It has
got
to
to
be.
be on there. I don't know. I think it's going to be Christmas rapping though. I think that one is going to be on there.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry
Oh.
Christmas.
I would be okay with that one
Hollis,
too.
Run DMC. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love for Do They Know It's Christmas Time at all?
So I can do
Yes.
the Jesus. Whoa, let the Jesus know. But here's the thing: the way I read that announcement is that it's actually just one song.
It's only one. So
The way I'm reading it, I went back and reread
Wait a
it, and it
second.
sounds like it's going to be one song that's a medley. So I think everybody will get the same track, but I'm not 100% sure because the wording was a little weird.
Yeah, you're
it
right.
was a little
You're
weird
right.
with it.
Yeah.
So that's probably expected, but it's so hard. I mean, that ride's not super long, so I know they can definitely blend in and out, but it would make more sense if they could just have 6 individual songs.
That'd be so great.
Well, we've already named 3 that could fit in with the time period, and like I would love for a weird deep cut like Bing Crosby and David Bowie singing.
Oh, it would be the
Little
best.
Boy.
Oh, that would be the
It just doesn't fit, but it definitely would have been on that 70s, 80s playlist.
Oh, you know
for
what
it.
else is in danger of being on there is the what's the one that we hate that always plays? It used to be a Streets of America song, and then whenever it plays on Main Street during the party, you and I are
Barbara?
always like,
Jingle bell, jingle bell,
Oh,
jingle
no.
bell,
Jingle bell,
jingle bell.
Yeah, we
jingle
were
bell,
like-
She's
jingle
manic.
it's the breakdown you're about to have, the nervous breakdown. And you're like
It's-
jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell, and you're like, oh my god, someone!
Yes.
It's like mom needs some juice. Give mom some of her mama juice.
The way. Yeah. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. But the party continues other places. I already mentioned, obviously, Tower of Terror's overlay. The lights on Tower of Terror doesn't get a holiday overlay inside, but that would be really fun if you went to a different dimension, a holiday dimension. That would be a great time. But over at
where
that
the
park,
elves have taken over and
go.
Santa no longer reigns supreme. I'm just imagining the narration. Sorry.
I like it. I like it. But the first time in Forever a Frozen sing-along celebration will have the holiday tunes in there that they've done many times now before. Over at Animal Kingdom, the Merry Menagerie will come back. I'm sure Santa will be, rolling along on his flotilla. Now that I'm thinking, I was thinking left a good job in the city,
Left a good job in the North Pole. Rapping, and then it's like they got the gift.
The fringe is flying.
Oh
as
my
he's
gosh.
dancing.
How will we not have jobs in entertainment? Probably because that wasn't a real sentence I just said. How are we not having jobs in entertainment? There we go. Yeah.
How do we not
have job for speak so well?
Yeah, I agree. And only other thing on this big list that I have in front of me includes the Christmas tree stroll that's all spread out different places around Disney Springs. For some reason, every time I do the Christmas tree stroll, it always leads to Jock Lindsay's with the holiday overlays, and I end up seeing no trees at all, but that's okay too. But yeah, that's a glimpse at the holidays soon to come.
I don't think I've ever actually gone in when they've had the overlay at Jock Lindsay's. I know they did it, but they do like special drinks and like food items and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. It's a nice little extra to that place.
Yeah.
I still don't love Jock Lindsay's, but
it's you know what? They got a happy hour. I found out. That's where I saw Erica the other day. She caught me, and they got the big pretzels on it and stuff. So I think the happy hour.
That.
I was thinking about you, Denny, because I wanted the charcuterie pretzel, but we couldn't deny the happy hour pretzel for like $7 or something. I was like, okay, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
the happy hour is fun there. It was a good time.
Yeah,
that charcuterie pretzel is fantastic. And I think they tweeted something out about it, a picture of it the other night. And I went, oh, yeah. I've got to get back over there and have that. It's so good. Pickles. Yum.
Pickles. Okay. Does we have anything else to say about the holidays at Walt Disney World? I saw lots of excitement at the table, but mostly me talking.
Inc. laugh floor. I originally thought the overlay was going to be terrible, and it was really a lot of fun for somebody that doesn't think that attraction is so great. But it was good. The overlay was more than I thought.
I hate the attraction, but I think it's obviously worth stopping during the Halloween party. I mean, it's not the full show for that. It's the trick-or-treat trail, so you get a little glimpse of it. But then for the Christmas party, I think it's actually worth going in and watching the full show. It's not over-the-top holiday fun, but it's just it's a way to get off your feet for a little bit during the party. So I would recommend it at the very least. But
it's really cute.
It is really cute.
I'm just really excited for the Christmas tree stroll at Disney Springs. I do it every year for my birthday, since my birthday is December 1st. So I get to just run around there with my friends, and we all look at the trees. I just think they're so pretty. So I'm really excited to see those.
Do you like it better the way it is now where it's spread out, or rather the trail?
Yeah, I didn't like when it was all condensed in one little area, because when my family were pretty big family, so we were pushing through people left, right, and center just to get a picture with the tree and just to see them. So I'm happy it's all spread out now, because it's a better flow.
It is.
And
it
it's
makes
more peaceful.
Sense.
I can have like my drink in my hand, and I feel at peace walking around, seeing my trees.
Decorates the whole Disney Springs, which is nice.
Yes,
definitely. Holiday cookie stroll is back. It's all good.
That's it. That's it.
Lost it, but
are you going to be sitting in a rocking chair on your front porch, just going, "Cookie stroll's back. Everything is good. Cookie stroll is back. Everything is good."
You think Country Bear Jamboree?
That's her serenity now.
No, go ahead.
Do you think Country Bear Jamboree Christmas is ever coming back?
Oh
no.
I missed that.
So sad.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Sad.
that would cost money.
We're paying $149 for a ticket. They could do it.
I don't know.
No, they found out that
People will pay.
People will pay it. Exactly. That's everything we went through last year between Boo Bash and the after hours. People forked over the cash.
Look at the $100,000 plane thing. It sold out before it went public.
There you go.
If Disney celebrates it, People will pay. It's like the Field of Dreams.
You don't. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get out there.
Yeah,
you don't hear the ghost voice in the air. If you charge it, they will pay.
Exactly right.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I've had enough holly jolly holiday magic for one person, maybe three people right now. So we are going to move on to our next news story, and that, of course, is that more meet and greets are returning to Walt Disney World. Very exciting. And I'm going to try to go over the big ones, including ones that have already happened. Most specifically, the one that just happened was Mirabel joined the Disney Adventure Friends Cavalcade earlier this week. I haven't had a chance to see her yet, just because I've been playing this game lately where I'm like, I'm not going to book park reservations in advance. I'm going to wait for the day of, and then to find
How's
out
that
it's
working
like-
for you?
It's you know what, you can always lock in Epcot usually around like 1 p.m. and then get over there for that. And I mean, yeah, you could park hop then, but I'm just I don't know. So I still have yet to see Mirabel, but I'm very, very excited to get over there one day. I'm guessing no one else has seen her either.
No. But I
In
heard that
photos,
people
she
like
looks-
were like cheering so loud the minute she turned the corner on the debut day.
No.
So that's really cute.
I felt bad for the other princesses on the float with her because they were like, Mirabel, because they knew the cheers were not for them.
Yeah.
So Pocahontas is like,
Wow.
but she looked great. She looked just like she came out of the movie.
Yeah, she looks really cute. I love
mean,
it.
it is Mirabel, so I would expect that.
Yeah,
I would
true,
expect nothing
true,
less.
Absolutely true.
Expect nothing less. Then on July 6th, Min Mouse will be joining Mick Mouse in the Town Square
In their
Theater.
spaceship.
In their spaceship in Town Square Theater. It will be there. On July 10th, Fantasyland friends, including Peter Pan and Snow White, will greet guests in the park once again. Over at the Fort Wilderness Campground, Rhino,
Who is it?
Chippendales Campfire Sing-Along will be making
So
its
they're
full
coming back.
return on July 6th.
Oh, guess we got to go to a movie.
I will not be going with you, but that's okay.
For the hot
okay.
dogs? I bring a jug of booze with me.
He comes prepared.
I put a handle of the Black Stag Red Cherry Lemonade into a gallon of lemonade. You shake that baby up and you bring that to the movies.
How many X's are on that?
I mean, classic 3.
Okay. I could be
This baby
swayed
means
then.
business with the 3.
Yeah, I could be swayed then.
After
it.
my favorite movie.
Old-timey cartoon reference. Anytime they were drinking anything,
Yeah.
it would be a
on the jug.
would be a jug and it would have 3 X's on it.
How else do you play in the sing along?
Exactly.
I don't have my jug here, but you have to imagine.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
Imagine the melodic tunes instead of that air.
I'm doing my best. I'm not doing a good job describing it, but that's fine. You're our describer here on the Diz. So, okay, then on July 17th, Star Wars Launch Bay will reopen where you can meet Chewbacca if you didn't already meet him in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, but you will be able to come face to face with BB-8 and Darth Vader. So, if this one, I mean, Darth Vader, of course, is cool.
He's
But-
cute. BB-8's cool.
It's cool. It's cool. I would rather have, I'll say Boba Fett in the one room and Darth Vader in another room. I would rather have that.
Well,
Ooh.
Chewbacca's definitely a waste. Because, like what you said, he's already a walk around character in the
That's
other
true.
areas. So you're going to have him 2 places in the park at once?
Yeah. And I will ruin the magic. BB-8 is literally just sitting on a box. It's not exciting. You walk in, you stand beside BB-8, and then it's
But
done.
he beeps and boops. doesn't he?
I was going to say, it's his
He
adorable
beeps-
beep and booping.
He beeps and boops, but I preferred, in terms of like just sitting a character on a box and letting them do that, with
Groot.
Baby Groot and then Skinny Star-Lord. Like that was always my favorite one. But that's just me.
No. I was going to say, I agree. It should be Vader, Fennec Shan, and Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Bit like they have at Disneyland. I don't understand why we don't. Why?
Or even just Boba. I'd be fine with Boba too. I would like Fennec, but I'm fine with Boba.
Yeah.
Because Boba can be anyone.
Or the Mandalorian could be in there too.
Yeah.
Grogu?
Because we're
Like,
supposedly
can we
getting
get
him, or I don't know if we're getting him or just they're getting him.
Yoda.
Grogu, we need him.
It honestly would make more sense. You could have the Mandalorian in one of the rooms and then rip out BB-8 from his little podium
How
and
dare
put Grogu
Yes.
on that
Yeah.
instead. I would like that.
That would be so cute.
That'd be great.
They'd be printing
would.
their own money with Grogu, please.
They
Yep.
absolutely would. And also exciting, let's run through the rest rapid fire here real quick. Returning in the next few months include Aladdin, Jasmine, Merida, Pooh, Tigger, Storybook Circus Pals. Over in Toy Story Land, there will be favorite toys returning. No idea what the favorite ones are, but they will be. Donald and Friends are coming back for the Dino Bash. That's awesome. And of course, hopefully more surprises along the way. And characters, obviously, here, there's at least 2 people who love them and then multiple people afraid of them. One of the people who loves them is Erica. And I know she wants to talk about characters for a little bit too.
I love characters a lot. And Adventurers Outpost reopened on June 19th over at Animal Kingdom. And I love that location because it was my home location when I was a performer. And I went to go meet Minnie and Mickey the other day, and they're just like top notch, amazing. I was crying because they knew that was my home location. It was a whole thing. But I love that location. I love their outfits. It was really cute. And I was just really happy to see them again. But in general, I'm excited to see more performers being able to do their job and come back. I'm really excited for Star Wars because I love meeting Star Wars characters and like getting to hug them and get my PhotoPass pictures and everything like that. But I do hope that these next few months means like August because I want to see the rest of the characters back by August. I'd like to see everybody soon. But this is just really fun. It's really exciting. I've been doing a series on TikTok of how many characters I can meet at each park. Epcot has the most characters. There's like 16 characters you can meet at Epcot.
Wow.
Impossible to do
Yay.
it all in one day. I tried. I met like 9 of them, but it was hard. But it's just really exciting to see them all coming back. And I hope that means that more entertainment will be brought into the parks, new or old. Just excited to see all of that. But Adventurers Outpost was really special the other day. So
my niece went to Hollywood and Vine yesterday, and I forgot like how much it meant to have the characters hugging you and stuff. They got emotional. I mean, there's little kids, but my niece, an adult, she's just crying that Mickey and Minnie spent time with them, hugging them, and it's great to see it come back. It is.
And I love that you brought up the costumes there at Adventurers Outpost because they are they're so unique. They're so different than anything that you're going to see Mickey and Minnie in anywhere else. Although there are always little twists to their costumes wherever they are, but that is a really nice location. Just the way they've themed it all out.
They look like they're going to go on a little safari.
Yep.
And then when you're waiting to meet them, they have little picture frames of places they've gone to together, and it's just so cute. It's so cute.
So nice. So nice.
So nice.
So nice.
Will you
Love
be taking
characters.
pictures, Craig, with characters? Hugging them?
No, I don't hug characters.
I know.
There's a couple random times where I've hugged characters where it's been like in the moment, in the right mood. But
Country
I'm just
Bears.
not, like with the Country Bears, I will dive into a full big furry hug.
Yes.
That just it happens automatically. But like when I'm meeting Woody, I don't just think like,
don't touch me,
this
Sheriff.
toy is taller than me. I'm not your boy, Sheriff.
I'm not your boy.
So, I'm not huge on the hugging with it, but I will, I always will give like a nod and a how you doing? And
How are you?
if they reach out and extend a hand, I will shake that. But
Okay.
I don't need the full. I don't need the full hug. So I sleep with a pillow at night that I hug, and that's good enough for me.
That's
so
enough.
I get my hugs out overnight.
Oh, dear.
Night hugs.
This is my hugging pillow.
Yeah, with my hugging pillow. It's very comforting. I started using it when I dislocated my shoulder because it propped it in the right position to get comfortable, and now I'm like, it's actually very comfortable.
I like
in
it.
general. It's like human intimacy. Very nice. Very nice.
You never knew before how
say-
nice it could be.
Inanimate object intimacy is what you're talking about. Human intimacy.
I love my wife. It's just know what? It's the pillow doesn't give off the body heat. It's too warm. Too warm. The pillow keeps it nice and
Kylie,
cool.
I am
So
so sorry.
it's all fine.
so sorry.
It's all fine. So it's the same reason why I don't sleep with Rhino too. They got the Jimmy legs just constantly kicking around, and it's like, come on,
I get the
come on.
Jimmy
Just, it's not for me. Not for me. But we're going to move on to our final news story here. And this is a fun one just because of like the journey that we've been on over the past couple of years with Magical Express leaving and the come on, guys. Don't get too upset. It's going to be okay. Brightline's building a station at Disney Springs. And then you won't have to worry about ever taking Magical Express again because you can take the train. Why not? Would be great. And to go over the history of it, back in 2018, we learned that Brightline's high-speed passenger rail from Miami to Orlando, and then over to that one's going over. Brightline's going to Tampa as well too. Correct? Yep. That all would involve Disney Springs in the stop, but now the reports are that it is not happening anymore.
Sorry.
This scoop came from the Orlando Business Journal. And the first story was published from there, and it included a statement from Disney spokesperson Avery Mayer, I believe is how you say it. And the statement was, as many people who are involved in this project are aware, the new route configuration does not support a Disney Springs station. And as a result, we don't anticipate being part of this project. And there will be a station south of I Drive near the convention center. But if you've ever driven around Orlando, Florida, been around, that is nowhere near.
It is
literally from the convention center to Disney. Like if you were to go on I-4, that is the part that is always bottlenecked right before Disney Springs. Even if you circle around and go on 417 or any of the other roads, Turkey Lake is now always backed up right in that area. Yeah. It's just not convenient to get to Disney from that section. So this kind of crappy.
Yes.
Not great.
Headlines seem to say Disney canceled, but when you read that statement, it sounds like they were blindsided and it's not there.
No, I don't hear that. I hear them being upset because there was a stop that would be supporting other attractions that wasn't directly Disney. It's that they got mad because they were like, well, we don't want to share it with Universal or iDrive or whatever, so we're not going to pay the money to have an extra stop put in.
The original proposed plan went along 528. It was $2 billion, a proposed $2 billion, and then Disney got involved and said, hey, why don't we'd like to throw our hat in the ring and piggyback on State Route 417, which is the road, the greenway that Disney kind of bankrolled back in the day to bring people from the airport to Disney. And it would have been $1 billion as opposed to the original $2 billion along 528. But it also would have had to have cut through the yards of 3 private residences and then through Hunter's Creek. And people were a little pushback there, understandably so. I don't know that I'd want a train barreling through my neighborhood. And as far as the plan isn't, they're taking a very passive stance, and for me that doesn't wash. I'm sorry, you are Disney. And you can do pretty much whatever you choose to do with your money. So if you're not a part of this, it's because you intentionally do not want to be a part of it.
Because their statement made it like they were a victim.
Exactly.
As you can see, it's not going to support us.
No, this isn't being done to you. If you really wanted it, you could really go for it. So yeah, and I mean, we knew it was going to take 5 years to get that Disney Springs station. We knew it wasn't going to be an immediate something to replace Magical Express. Magical Express going away is just really, really sad. And now any potential usage of this for Disney people is just continued sadness. But it's also the continued narrative that Disney doesn't care how we get to the magic. They know we're coming anyhow. So yes, they'll provide minivans. That whole service is coming back, and that's going to be grand and glorious. But really, as of right now, they're okay with that being that.
Well, Orlando itself seems to have a really bad history with trains at this point too, because there was the one in like 2010, maybe before that or something. They were supposed to be. That was the first time they talked about putting a high-speed rail or something like that, and it was supposed to follow I-4, I think, and which would have been great because, as if you live here, you know they've expanded the highway on both sides because they wanted to add the toll roads or the express lanes, and so it's like. A train barreling, like following that would have alleviated traffic, I'm sure. But like and now this, and it's like another thing, and I'm like, oh my God, can we not just invest in things that will get more cars off the road and just make people's lives easier? Like, it's just so exhausting, especially coming from a place like Boston where we do have, trains are very much in, you've got the T, and then you've got, all the different subways and stuff like that. So it's like we have an infrastructure of trains, and like, sure, it's not always super reliable, but I remember when the stop opened, and it was like my mom had the ability to not have to drive literally all the way from where we lived in our small town into the city. And like what that meant for a lot of people who needed that opportunity to be able to get to their place of employment, which here is Disney World, which is the largest employer in Central Florida. Maybe in Florida?
In the country.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, I was going to say.
Largest single site employer.
Yeah. So I'm like, it feels like a little bit of one of those again, too, where I was like, I thought nobody can catch a break. They built that one rail that went from like Altamont to a weird place in Winter Park. And I was like, who cares? Who's going from here to here?
It goes all the way up from, is it Lake Mary or Longwood? One of those two. Right up there.
And it goes
all the way
through
up
Poinciana. So
does it go all the way to
I
Poinciana?
didn't realize it went all the way to
Yeah,
Poinciana.
I don't think I knew that either. Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it one time, like, they kind of ended up in that area and then went all the way down to just south of, downtown Orlando.
Yeah.
And so it was like great if you wanted to live up near where like Corey lived and drive to the train station, take the train in for your day of work, but
in downtown Orlando.
I mean, bar crawls, whatever it will be, but like, it's one of those things for anyone who lives on the tourist side of town. It's never ever been something that's been useful, and like I would love it, but then again, I might be afraid of public transportation. I don't, and I'm not like afraid of the people who are on it. I think it's the concept because
I'm afraid of buses.
I've never dealt with it my entire life. It's always been just cars, and then like Kylie and I are looking at going to San Francisco, and I'm like,
Trolleys.
Everyone's saying like, oh, public transportation there is great. Do not bring a car in. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
You want to be in control.
Need a car.
Yeah.
I will gladly pay 5 times more to park in overpriced spaces than to not have a control over what I'm doing.
The idea, so like for us in Boston, it's like, that train runs every 15 minutes. So it is kind of like, it's like you really aren't super inconvenienced. The problem is if you're out after 2 or something like that, the trains don't run super late or something, going to specific destinations and things like that. But it does take an extra mental, like, to grasp, because the inbound, outbound, which direction is which, what time is which, what color lines are you switching to? It does take an extra amount of bandwidth that a GPS on a phone can't help you with.
No, it does.
That's the thing.
Like my only real experiences are in Seattle, taking their transportation system that they have around, which is a train, and like we figured that out. But then
New York is scary.
The first time I flew into JFK, I didn't realize, like, we left and we're like, we got to go pick up our rental car, and we're like, well, where's the signs to the rental car? They're like, well, you have to go take the SkyTrain down to Jamaica Station. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
Do I have to pay for this? What is this? And
theirs is very complicated.
Yeah.
Theirs is like a station, and then you're in a station underground that you switch to another station underground, and there's an app that's supposed to help you with it, but it doesn't work when you're underground. So you're like, okay, I got to memorize this really quick and then go down and then come back up and then go back down and whatever. But I do appreciate that they do have that app to help with that and stuff like that. But yeah.
Public transportation, great. But Craig's afraid of it.
Craig's afraid.
That's all we'll have to say.
I'm afraid of buses, though.
Hey, I'm gonna give it a shot though, because the Orlando's Business Journal also said that finally the extension between West Palm Beach and Orlando is 80% finished. Should be completed by the end of the year, with passenger service expected by 2023.
So we can go to Tampa?
No, West Palm Beach. So we can go all the way down from Orlando to Miami, all by train.
Oh, that's great.
And then it was like in April that Sunrail and Brightline wanted to partner together to get it over to Tampa.
I'd love it to Tampa, because then you could scoot down for like lunches and breweries and things like that, and concerts or whatever, because I feel like there's a lot of cool stuff happening down there. But Miami would be great too, because also the cruising and, cruise lines out of there, but also, yeah, that would be cool.
No, a world of opportunities could open up to Central Florida.
Gloria Estefan.
I was gonna.
Is she from Miami?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought she was.
Miami
Yeah.
Sound Machine.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember why I was associating her with Miami, but it's fine.
We got there.
The bird cage,
Yes,
I think. but
I
it's
used
fine.
to see her at Miami Dolphin football games all the time. So she
Love that.
She lives down there.
Fins up.
Fins up.
So one thing I know.
I had season tickets with my mom to Miami Dolphins games. So
He's never watched a game. He only knows from Ace Ventura.
Ace
and
Ventura,
Pet Detective. So I want to clear the record.
I was
before we
impressed. I was really impressed
No.
right now.
start. It's all Ace Ventura.
Hey, if Marino, if Dan Marino is still on the Dolphins, then I'm still.
He is not.
Yeah.
Oh no,
No.
not
No.
30
He has a
years after
boulevard
the movie.
named after him, though.
No.
okay.
Rhino, how do you kick a football? How do you kick a field goal?
Laces out.
There you go. That's how you know.
very good movie though.
Put
Fun
me in,
times.
coach.
Put me in, coach. Another movie that hasn't aged super well either, especially at the very end, but that's fine.
No, it has not. Really terrible. But
Dan
that,
Marino.
It's so funny though, that movie.
Okay. That's it for the news. We're going to jump into roundtable rapid fire, and I'm going to have to help some people with their rapid fires because it's just been a nightmare of a day. But who wants to speak up? with
I'll go
something?
first because I
Rhino.
actually do have mine.
Thank you.
I've said too much on this show. Okay, mine was in regards to the Grand Floridian. It said Grand Floridian restaurant to close soon for long refurbishment. Well, guess what? That restaurant, Narcoossee's. Jackie left you on a suspenseful moment there in the article. But the signature dining restaurant located along the waterfront at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, which I don't believe I've ever actually been to this restaurant, will be unavailable beginning July 14th, 2022. The restaurant will be undergoing refurbishment and is expected to reopen to guests in 2023 with an enhanced table service experience. Citrus will be available 7 days a week beginning later this summer to compensate, I believe, for that. Is Citrus not open 7 days a week?
Not currently.
That seems weird that a restaurant wouldn't be open 7 days a week that operates on a 24/7 theme park area, but whatever.
No,
Yep.
I mean,
At the signature resort at the place too, whatever.
was Turf Club like that too? Or was
I
Turf
don't
Club
re-
every day? It just only for dinner. I don't remember. I don't care.
I
don't
think
like
it is only
Saratoga.
for dinner. I recently went for the first time ever to the Turf Club.
Yeah, the problem with that is you have to go to Saratoga Springs.
I'm okay with going to Saratoga Springs.
I love
Okay.
that place.
Okay.
I'm
I don't look
okay.
happy with
I don't
Turf
know.
Club, though.
Uh,
Yeah, okay, we got
the charcuterie was good,
Oh, good.
and everything else kind of just went downhill
Yeah.
from there.
I've never actually been there either, only to drop my cousin off once, like
Mhm.
13 years ago. That was it.
I'm sorry. I have a problem that we always say the charcuterie is good. If it's like an actual restaurant or a lounge, they should have good charcuterie. It shouldn't be something that needs to be said. It should.
It
Just
was
be,
the bright
should
note
have
of the entire
their
meal,
charcuterie.
Craig. I needed to hang my hat on something.
Also, you have been with me when I have ordered it, and it's
True.
been not good.
Yes, and you ordered it at a brewery, the wrong place to order a charcuterie board. It was the wrong setting.
Is there a wrong place?
Yes.
At a brewery.
Yeah. And there. I mean, and I
Apparently.
know Baseline Tap House has the good one, but that's a different experience overall. So you gotta use better judgment, Rhino. Just saying.
Better charcuterie. I was trying to think of a clever charcuterie judgment mashup word. I feel like it'll make a bad word, so I'm not gonna
Something
play with that
involving
game.
Cheese.
Fantastic. So I believe, Denny, you have something to share with us.
I do, but then I have something else that's just broken. So the Bibbidi Boutique will be back at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World on August 25th, 2022.
Oh, howdy.
I know. Boy, howdy. So Jackie says at this most magical salon, fairy godmothers' apprentices transform young guests ages 3 to 12 into some of their favorite Disney characters with hairstyling, makeup, costumes, and accessories. With the salon's reopening comes more options to choose from, including a new hair accessory especially designed for textured hair, as well as new costumes, which feature some of Disney's newest heroes and heroines coming later this year. That goes for all locations, the one at the Grand Floridian, and no, take that back. It goes for only the Magic Kingdom location, the one at the Grand, and also Disney Springs will open later this year or later date. So yeah,
Very neat.
but yes, I do have other things, but I can wait
Yeah,
if you'd like.
that was exciting. Thank you for breaking that news. That was where my sister did her college program.
Really?
Yeah. Bibbidi Boppidi Boutique inside Cinderella Castle.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
I don't remember how she got it because, like, now that I think, I mean, yeah, it's just like braiding hair and such, but it's like, I don't know, maybe she just like checked people in and things. That was her.
You have to go through like a lot of training at the beginning.
She did end up doing it, and she still braids hair and such to this day. So
That's wonderful.
yeah, it's neat stuff. What else you got though? What else?
Panda and I went to Yak and Yeti along with Paul and Amy Krieger, and I wrote a review article about our review at Yak and Yeti restaurant. If you don't know what Yak and Yeti is, it is a table service restaurant at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So I have enjoyed it over the years. It's like a perennial favorite. I kind of forget it though, and then come back to it. We've had birthdays and kind of celebrated big days there. Our family has over the years. And so it was fun to be back with Panda and Amy and Paul. It was wonderful. Highlight for me personally, there were two highlights. Of course, always the fried wonton dessert. Oh. Have you guys had that? Have you ever had the fried wontons dessert?
I haven't eaten that inside Yak and Yeti probably since pre-2010.
Okay.
So
wow.
Same.
I've never eaten there. Yeah, I've wanted to. Yeah, because there was a like an appetizer that was like a wonton thing appetizer. It's like sushi nachos or something like that.
So Amy got those.
Okay.
The ahi tuna nachos, and you would love them.
That's what it was.
Great fresh flavors. The chips are not like your normal tortilla chips; they're fried wonton chips. Yes. Now Craig knows this. I don't do sushi grade tuna typically, but it was really good. I think you'd really like it. All of the wonderful slaw on top, just very fresh and bright. And the wasabi aioli, so good. So good. So anyhow, so fried wontons, please get the fried wontons if you go. And then for my entree, I ordered the shareable lettuce cups, which comes with maybe a breast and a half of minced chicken, which was wonderfully spiced, fresh bean sprouts and julienne carrots and a Saigon hoisin sauce. And then the lettuce cups that they gave you. I mean, it's just lettuce, but oh my gosh, it was perfect. Like it was perfectly formed to be cups and just
it was
cool
care in it. You knew there was love in the
dish. And so if you like building and playing with your food, like this was the entree for you. I like playing with my food sometimes.
What kind of lettuce are we talking about? Are we talking romaine? Are we talking
I believe it was
iceberg? Bib?
I think it was a bib.
Really?
I do believe it was a bib because it had it was formed. So yes, I believe it was a bib.
Bib?
I mean, I don't know. We could arm wrestle over that, but I think it was a bit.
I thought you were going to say we could harmonize over it.
We could harmonize.
I like the idea of harm wrestle. It's like no one leaves unharmed. Yeah,
I think that is most wrestling. You're trying to harm the other person.
Wrestle.
I don't know.
So anyhow, really good. I think everybody really enjoyed. You really liked the pork egg rolls.
They're fantastic.
Yeah,
they are crunchy and hot all the time.
Just perfect. The sauce is what stood out to me, and I said it, and there's a review, so definitely go to the YouTube channel, the Disney Dining YouTube channel, because there's that. So you can read my ramblings if you want to at wdwinfo.com, or you could just watch the review on the YouTube channel. Or do both. They complement each other so well. But it was the sauces. Like, that's what stood out to me. It was all the sauces and the
egg roll sauce was a chili...
yes, and it was a chili Thai lime or something like that. It was like a
spicy duck sauce, but it was a chili something.
If only there was an article about it.
There was. It says it. It says it in that article. But the pot stickers came with a soy lime sauce,
and
again,
it was the sauce that stood out.
It was so good. So anyhow, please go enjoy and let us know what your favorites are Yak and Yeti.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing. Now, Panda, I believe you wanted to talk to us about the fact that Disney Enchantment, the fireworks show at Magic Kingdom, will be happening twice nightly from July 14th to the 24th at both 9:20 and 11 o'clock p.m. before going back to once nightly presentations. Right?
Got it. Thank
Do
you
you have
so
to talk
much.
about it now?
Disney Enchantment will be coming back twice nightly. Thank you.
Has this happened before? At least I can't remember. Besides New Year's, I can't remember summertime where there was ever fireworks twice in one night.
No.
2 Phantasmics maybe at Hollywood Studios, but not 2 fireworks. Of course.
Of course, but not at Magic Kingdom. So I guess that means that people just want so much enchantment that they're like, so nice, we got to do it twice. But that's going to shut up all those happily ever after people.
No.
Sure.
But again, it's another way to show Disney will spend money on what they want to spend money on, because those fireworks shows are expensive to pull off. And so, okay, they
Give us back a nighttime electrical parade and take one of your fireworks back.
Okay,
Agreed.
there it is.
It's coming. Sooner or later, it's coming. I think.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think they're
that's a lot
going
of
to do
money.
away with parades at Disney World eventually. I
Oh,
think
no.
they'll keep the one signature parade, but I think other than that, I mean, look at it. There used to be a parade in every park. Now there's barely a parade in one park. So
Oh, no.
I think that is the way of the past, because they want to fill as many people as they can, and eventually it'll be too many people in the park and there'll be too many negative feedback from people because how much space it takes up when it's going.
I
and how
hope you're
hard it
wrong,
is.
but you never know.
I don't want to say this. I could sacrifice parades slightly as long as there were still cavalcades. But if you would give us Main Street vehicles throughout the entire day and not just like random times in the morning and sometimes at night, because it's like I get
Do they
there
do them
early
at night?
sometimes. What's that?
They do them at night?
They have brought them out at night randomly, sporadically, but like the morning you can usually count on it. And I just like, it's one of those things when you see Main Street coming to life with the vehicles constantly moving up and down. It's like, that's how it should be all day. But once you start the cavalcades in the afternoon, you can't really have the vehicles running either. You kind of have to just pick or choose. And it sucks. It sucks. I would like them to be out for an extended amount of the day. But yeah, I don't know. For me, it's like one of those little special things that makes Disney. Not that parades don't, but
they could relegate parades to after hours events and special things. They remember in like 2007, 2008, they used to do like the Pirate and Princess Party, and that was their way of keeping an after event hours going that wasn't just Halloween and a Christmas party. And I mean, I know we have we had the villains after hours and stuff like that. I could see a world where that's what they were like, okay, well, then make parades exclusive because lower attendance, and we'll make it exclusive, and we can monetize a parade. Because otherwise, you got a ton of entertainment cast members you're paying that really only do the one parade sometimes, or if they are working bouncing off of another shift, sometimes it creates the shift to be too long, too short, whatever. So it's kind of like for them, if everything is numbers and graphs, it's wasted money. I'm just from a logistical standpoint.
No, that makes you sad, Erica.
It does. I loved every parade that's been at Disney, specifically the one that was at Epcot. My first protest, I was like 7 years old, being like, no, because I really, really loved that parade. But I love all parades. I missed the one at Animal Kingdom.
Yes.
Oh, that was so good. And the one at Hollywood Studios. I miss them all. And I love Festival of Fantasy. I really do. But I would love to have more than just that.
The Cavalcade one at Hollywood Studios was awful. So I don't know why I didn't like it so much. It was just I hated the cars, and I hated the life-size Muppets that were in it too. I was like so uncomfortable when Kermit, that's 6'2", comes by waving with his giant hog, and I'm like, good lord, I'm like, Miss Piggy shouldn't be this big. She should be like coming up to my waist at most. Like, so I don't know. I mean, I liked it when the Power Rangers were in it, obviously, so I would watch it. But I'm like, it just was a weird. It's also so short there because it just comes out and turns and goes left and then it's over. You're like, But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
We will see. We will see. Now, Erica, I know that you were super excited to do a rapid fire where you talked about everything that's happening for July 4th coming up very soon, including the return of Disney's Celebrate America, a 4th of July concert in the sky fireworks at Magic Kingdom on July 3rd and July 4th, along with tons of specialty food options that you can find throughout all the parks in Disney Springs.
Wow.
You were super excited about that, weren't you?
Oh, super excited. Never seen the 4th of July fireworks ever at Disney.
Oh my gosh.
My family didn't bring us during the summer because it's just too hot. So I never grew up with 4th of July here. And as an adult, I haven't really celebrated it myself in the theme parks. But I've seen videos and they look really, really cool. So if you want to go do that, I think you should. They look really fun. All the treats look really great. Can't eat any of them. All of them have dairy in them, but they all look super fun. All red, white, and blue. Super cute. Yeah, if you like 4th of July, I mean, do it. You can watch the fireworks twice if you're here on both days. So
what's if you were to if you were to pressure Erica to try and go to one of the two, which would you?
July 3rd.
Are you talking about?
Oh wait,
the
they don't do the one at
nights?
Epcot anymore.
So that's
lost
the
my mind.
confusing part. They technically, on a page on Disney's site, it said celebrate with fireworks at Magic Kingdom and Epcot. Magic Kingdom lists their special show, but they don't list anything about the tag on with Epcot, and that's a hard thing to believe that's going to be added to the end of Harmonious, because I just don't know if the setup and infrastructure is there for it anymore. I really wish that it was, because I will always say between Magic Kingdom's 4th of July fireworks and Epcot, even just having the tag, Epcot was always superior. That when that ending happened, I feel like my face was melting. I've never done.
It was scary.
It was scary. Yeah, I had never done the New Year's Eve fireworks in Epcot just because
it gets crazy.
I don't. Yeah, I can't. I cannot physically handle that. That's not the type of crowd I want to be in. But I would always go for 4th of July there on 4th of July, and it was just always like, it's like you remember, and you're like, yeah, Christmas was good. 4th of July can't top it, and it's.
Yeah. I remember backing up thinking, is this a mistake? This is a little too overwhelming.
No.
Yeah, and I thought, I got to get out of here. I'm going to die.
Yeah, you've never seen so many fireworks go off so close to you and so many at once, and you're just like, America! But it's. I always say the Christmas tag was always like, if it would be like as if World War III and Christmas had a baby. That's what it feels like, and it's so intense. But also, I am somebody, I love it when a firework goes off so loud that you can feel it hit you, and you're like. Because that's what, regionally, that's in Massachusetts, if you're watching them, on a beach, they're usually a little too close to you on the beach. And that's where I feel like, you're like, oh, what's that coming down from the sky? Oh, it's a big chunk of it. That's fine.
Always with the most peaceful music at Epcot with the Christmas ones. Let there be peace on earth, and let there be peace.
Fireworks! Christmas!
Jesus! Whoa. Oh, do they know it's Christmas time at all? Well, thanks for sharing all of that information, Erica. Denny.
Great job, Erica.
Is it a big secret that July 3rd you can go to the Magic Kingdom and see the July 4th fireworks?
It's not a big
July
secret.
4th.
Okay.
No, it's not a big secret, but it is something worth noting. So that way.
God! I didn't see Pete opening the door behind me.
I hope he passed. Otherwise, he's opening up the door.
I just passed. I've died.
You've died.
Are you on regular show or after show?
We're on regular show
still.
Regular show.
Yeah. Are you coming on the cruise with us, Pete?
I don't know yet.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
They didn't give us the results there.
Oh my
Okay,
Lord.
well, Patreon will have to find out later.
There you go.
Keeping fingers crossed. But
I'll come on the after show.
okay, fantastic. So yeah, Pete will be on the after show for Patreon supporters out there. So stay tuned for that. Okay, what else do we that was it for the rapid fires. Everyone shared. So I believe we are at the end of the show, and Denny does have a little update to give.
Yeah, real quick.
A little?
A little. A little.
Very small.
Just wanted to share with everyone a little personal update. I am starting a new adventure here soon in the next couple of weeks, mid-July. I have accepted an offer to become the public relations manager over at Give Kids the World Village in Kissimmee, Florida. Super excited about this new adventure and to help continue the partnership with the Diz and Give Kids the World just on the other side of the table now. If you don't know who Give Kids the World is, it is the largest wish granting organization here in the Central Florida area, and can't wait to get over there and help them just further the mission of just loving on those kids and their families and making them feel very, very special. So excited to have this opportunity. Of course, with stepping away from this team, I do so with just a great sense of appreciation of getting to have this opportunity and to be among these friends who are just the most talented and amazing people. You all know that. So thankful to be able to be a part of this and to meet you in the parks. If you've ever said hi, thank you. Please continue saying hi because I'm going to continue being in the parks because they're my happy place. And excited about DizCon. So if you're coming to DizCon, look for me. Okay. So thank you guys for, we've all talked here in this room. So love you.
Well, you know, a lot of people come and go here over the years, and I feel like I would be remiss if I did not say that you were one of my favorite, if not my favorite person to have worked with. So I feel very blessed and honored to have been able to spend what feels like very little amount of time, even though it's been years at this point, with you, because it has every moment I've enjoyed your support and your friendship, and obviously I know we'll be friends after this, but
Yes.
you know, it's hard for me. I was telling Craig where I was like, I don't know what the day after you leave looks like anymore. So it's I'm very emotional.
I've only been here
Love
a
you, Mona.
short amount of time, and I'm gonna really miss Denny. And I even said on like podcasts, she was my favorite. So
Bless you, Panda.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one for me because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Demi. She was my editor, and I always asked you for questions and for help, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You helped me so much. You're also my wife's favorite person on the podcast, so she's very
Jaleesa.
sad. But I'm gonna miss you a lot. You've become like a best friend for me. So
Likewise.
It's gonna
You're
hurt.
so good. You were so good right off the bat at what you did, girl. You got this. You've got this.
Give Kids the
But
World
thank
is very
you.
lucky.
Thank you very good. Very much, guys.
I don't even know what else to say too, because
You hated her all along.
Been waiting for this day for 3 years.
the first thing I was going to say was stay tuned for eventually when we have to do this for Off the Rails. That's going to be that's going
I
to
don't
be the
wanna
one that
talk
I'm
about that.
snarky on. No, it's obviously you have had such a big impact on everything that we've done, the shows that we've been on, the fact that how many times you have stepped up and hosted this show that would not have happened without you jumping in and taking over the reins. I will never forget the first one you got to host and all the ones in between. It's just, you have left such an impact on this company that it is, like many of the others that have gone before you, will leave a hole that we truly cannot fill. So the Diz is now becoming just another big piece of Swiss cheese, essentially, in that way. And it really stinks losing you, but Give Kids the World is obviously
Very
making
fortunate.
one of the best decisions that they have made. Not that they have a
Thanks.
record of making bad ones,
No.
but you will be greatly missed from your fantastic writing to your on-screen presence, everything that you've done, and just being a good friend. To
The
listen-
energy that
to
you
sit here
bring.
and listen to us.
Thanks.
Not just here, but off
Thanks.
camera. The venting, the frustrations, all of it. You're always there for us.
The
So
sanity.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. My privilege to be here. So thank you guys. Love you. Love you. Love you.
We love you too. But with that, That's going to do it for this week's episode of the Diz Unplugged. Stay tuned for our coverage from the Disney Wish christening cruise, as well as all the other nonsense that I'm probably sure will happen between now and then, here and there, and all along the way. But we'll see you again real soon with another episode of the Diz Unplugged. Take care. Bye-bye.